Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. Did you know that there's a brand new blade steel in town invented by Cjrb? Yeah, you heard me right. I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is going to be a little quick unboxing because it's models that we're kind of familiar with or very familiar with, but one of them is not as familiar as, well, I mean, we'll find out how familiar they are to you here in just a second. But AR-RPM9 steel, everybody that knows about Cjrb knives knows about AR-RPM9, right? Well, guess what? They've upgraded it. And AR-RPM9 is a spray form metallurgy, right? So what they've done is they've upgraded to give it better edge retention and maybe toughness. At some point, I'll put the schematics or the numbers up here on the screen so you can see what they are. But I am excited that they upped it a little bit, made it a little bit tougher steel. I think, I don't know that they're claiming that it's in the S35EN range or anything like that. But they are saying that it is worth the $80 range. And you know what? Their knives, the AR-RPM9 is a really good steel. So if they have, I do know that, let me see, they upped the carbon content, and then it might have been the vanadium that went up too. So I think maybe those are the two that went up. The steel on all three of these new knives, or these new variants, are the it's the AR-SFII. And if I'm a little raspy, well, you have to excuse me. I got a little cold going on, but I got to power through, you know what I'm saying? But these are three of the knives from Cjrb with the new blade steel. We'll just start with this one, and we're going to run through them a kind of quick like. There are some people that have never seen these knives, but you want to see everything about it. And look at this. This is something new. Would you look at it? Just look at it. This is the Cjrb BOWIE Pyrite, and this is some of the coolest, oh yeah, some of the coolest micarta. Oh, look at that little wave pattern. I love it. This one does have the reversible deep carry clip that's inset into the scales, which is very nice, very, very nice. It's a button lock, and you ready to see this blade? Pow, right in the kisser. This has become one of my faves. You know, I used to not be a big BOWIE knife fan, a BOWIE fan at all, but the more I've carried it and the more that I've realized, whenever I see an upswept blade, I'm like, I don't like upswept blades. But the thing about this one is the point is even with the pivot. So it's just the way it looks. It's because of this big clip point going on, right? And let's see if they have the new steel on here. Look at that. AR-SFII. It's not 11, it's SF2. Those are Roman numerals, by the way. It's AR Spray Form 2. This is their second spray form metallurgy blade. And you know, just for the heck of it, yeah, this one's absolutely solid. Let's see how this micarta feels. Ooh, yeah. You know, my hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And yeah, it feels really good in the hand. Oh, the only thing I wish that they would do is make this jimping a little more aggressive. You know, I just put the lotion on its skin. So that's going to have a little bit to do with it. But, you know, if this aggression were, jimping were just a little bit closer and a little bit deeper, you know, just a little bit deeper, it would be that much better for me, for what I like. But I don't have any problem holding on to the knife. It's very comfortable in my large width hands, and you can choke up. This is good for piercing, and you can even do utility work because, like I said, that tip is deceiving. You keep thinking that it's an upswept, I keep thinking it's an upswept blade, but it's not. It's not difficult to get down to the point to do some utility cuts. But this is a great all-around knife. All of the Pyrites are fantastic. Matter of fact, I've been carrying this one. This is their newest version. They upgraded the Pyrite Lite. This one has S90V blade steel, and this one has a little bit longer blade. I showed this one in a recent video. I've been loving this thing. You know, I had to get over, I was like, do I want to carry a knife with those handles? Yes. The lightweightness and the action of these knives are just, that's why, listen, when a company realizes they've done something right and they're doing a good job at it, that's when they make a million versions. And this is no exception. I love what they've done here because, you know, I'm all about the FRN type scales, but I am a total sucker for either titanium that has good milling or very nice micarta. Let me get you in there for a little bit of texture vision. Look at that. This is a very nice micarta. Micarta! And it has a reversible deep carry clip. Now this one, the clip is setting on top of the scales, and all of these knives with this new blade steel are running in the 80s or so. I'll put links in the description and in the comment section that'll take you right to them, and I'll see if I can find them cheaper anywhere. I'll put the links down there that'll take you to them. But this one right here, this is the Cjrb HECTARE, and would you look at that? I mean, just look at it. It has a more of an elongated, more piercing blade. I like this blade style. There's not a ton of differences per se between this one and this one. You have a little bit shorter handle. Look at this. There's not a lot of differences that they made with these bad boys. Now, one big advantage that I like with this one is we have a crossbar lock. I prefer a crossbar lock over a button lock any day of the week. This one is a smooth button lock, but with this bad boy, you have that, oh yeah. The action is, it's spot on. They have it nailed down. They have just the right amount of tension and perfect blade retention. I mean, oh my goodness. The detent is so good on this knife. I prefer carrying this over the button lock just because I prefer a crossbar lock, and that's just personal preference. The handle, everything else is very comfortable. Again, the same thing with the jimping. I wish the jimping was a little more comfortable. You can see they have a little more jimping on the Pyrite than they do on the HECTARE, but both of them, I wish they just had a little bit more aggression. That's just a nitpick. This does also, like I said, have the new AR-SFII steel, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to using this steel and checking out the new blade, the new edge retention, and they did come very sharp. They came with a very nice edge. And I don't know if I told you, one of the other differences that I was going to show you is in the handle, where you have like this slight contouring right here for your index finger, whereas this one does not. So the differences between the HECTARE and the Pyrite, they're subtle, but you notice, like back here is where you could put your lanyard, and then on this one, you could put your lanyard up there. And this one, the clip is inset, whereas on the HECTARE, it sets on top. So it's just those little bitty differences, plus the big difference of the lock that makes those different. Did I just say it's the differences that make those different? Yeah, I could hear myself talking inside my head. I'm literally echoing right now because of the cold. Look at this. This is the Cjrb PRADO, and I like the way it looks. It looks very nice. It has the very nice micarta. This is the micarta you can feel. Can you see the texture? I mean, just look at it. It feels so good in the hand. This one has a nicer size to it, and you can use this button to open it. Yes, I would prefer, it's just a personal thing. This is a subjective thing when I say that I like crossbar locks better than button locks. It doesn't mean that I don't like button locks, because I carry button locks all the time. But if you want a little larger knife, look at this bad boy. Let me put it next to the HECTARE. So that'd give you an idea. So if the HECTARE or even the Pyrite, or, just, you have bigger hands, you kind of wish it was just a little bit bigger knife. This kind of steps it up, and you have a different blade shape. This is a more classic drop point blade shape with the swedge coming right from the thumb hole all the way down. And I will tell you this, I already know from experience, this has very comfortable ergonomics. The ergos on this one are fantastic. It feels so good in the hand. And you know what? Here's one of the reasons why. It's a Laconico design. Laconico, I always love his knives. I don't know. There's something about them. They're always just a little more slender. They feel good in the hand. Let me see. Here is a QSP Penguin for reference to show you the thickness. Since so many of you have a QSP Penguin. So if you look there, it's actually just a hair thinner than the Penguin. I like the profile on it. I like the way it feels. This is another fantastic knife. I don't have any major complaints about any of these knives. I can always nitpick a little this or a little that, but that's why we go for Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. Every Friday night, we do a live stream, and that's where we talk about knives. If you have questions or things that I didn't go over, if you want measurements, or if you want me to do some size comparisons, we have the knife cam. Oh yeah, I'm digging that. I'm definitely going to be carrying this bad boy. Oh my goodness. And I'm really looking forward to the steel. But before I go any further, make sure you make a comment. Let me know which one of these is your favorite. If I were to be passing them out or something like that, you just never know. But come to the live stream, you'll find out more about that. Now go watch this video or go watch this video and make sure you comment. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the Hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.